Hey guys, it's Xeyah Martin here. I'm a real estate agent in the greater Philadelphia area. This video is about what the exam is like for becoming a real estate agent. We have so many videos about everything, but nobody really talks about the new agents and what they have to go through. Jesus, the exam was not easy. Let's get started. So I wrote down my thoughts because I'm a little scatterbrained and everything's all over the place. So, notes number 1. Booking it. Booking it was not simple. It was not even easy. It was a little old school, a little too old for my liking. So basically, you needed your transcripts from your school. Make sure your transcripts have your final grade on it. You submit it to PSI via email. They tell you it has been received. Luckily, they got back to me in 1 business day. I'm not a very patient person. I don't like waiting, and I like things to be online because online typically is instantly. So, submitted it to them via email. They approved it in 1 day. Then they told me I can go in and register for class. It was a $49 fee for both the national and state portion together. And so I scheduled it for 2 days in advance. I've never met anybody who scheduled it 2 days in advance. Everybody's like, oh, I'm taking it in a month. I'm taking it in 3 weeks. Me, being me, I need to do it instantly. So I scheduled it in 2 days. I know I'm crazy. I know. Whatever. While studying for this exam, I listened to Prep Agent podcasts while I was in the gym everywhere. In the car, everywhere I went was Prep Agent podcasts. This man saved my life with some of his techniques. Make sure you watch Prep Agent. He has YouTube videos. He has podcasts. You can take his prep class online. I believe it's on Zoom or something like that. Just make sure you watch it. Make sure you listen to it. Make sure you study. He is broken down by each part. They're only like 3 minutes. I think the longest one was like 45 minutes. Most are like 5 minutes. So it's like it doesn't take a long time. They're very quick. They're very efficient. They get the job done in the way it's supposed to be done. Make sure you watch it. If you do nothing else, watch that podcast. Listen to that podcast. Take his class. Whatever it is, do it. One thing that he said that really helped me was to go through the entire exam. Is on a computer. I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that part. But he said, go through the entire exam. And he said, go through every question. Fill in the questions that you can find that are easy for you. And do them. Then he said, find the questions that are hard. Write down a number. So you write 61. Write down what you think the answer is. I think the answer is. Don't write down a letter. Because they change. Write down what you think the answer is. So I think the answer is. You must put the broker's name equivalent to your name. So I'll put broker, name, my name. Something really quick and simple. Then he said, go through and do the answers you can because I want you to focus on those. And for the ones you don't know, I don't want you wasting your time on those, but I want you able to do them later. And I went and I did them later. I passed with flying colors on the national portion. So, next thing I want to tell you is make sure that you know your state's specific laws about real estate agents. Make sure you know specifically what is going on in your state. Because I did the national portion with flying colors, I failed the state portion my first time. Because I didn't know the state portion stuff as much as I knew the national portion. So now I'm going to walk you through the process. So, once you book it and schedule it, now's the day. Today is the day that you go and take this exam. You're nervous. You're scared. You're out of your mind. You don't know what to do. So, you drive in there. You're nervous. You're trying to calm yourself down. I'm sitting here praying the whole time. I'm like, God, please let me pass this thing. Please, God. Please, please, please. So, you go in. I asked the front desk dude, I was like, hey, do you know, am I supposed to sign in or something? Like, where's PSI? He like, so I'm like, okay. So I looked at my phone, went to my receipt, it said third floor. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go up there. Go inside, I walk in, there's 3 desks. It was like the creepiest situation ever. Also, from my understanding, they're changing this and you can do it from home now. I guess for Corona. But that's beside the point. So when Corona's over, watch this video. So I walk in, there's 3 desks. Lady says, go to desk 1. She probably wasn't talking like that, but my nerves was saying she was. Go to desk 1. They said, I need your 2 forms of identification. I gave them my birth certificate and my ID. She said, alright, here's this bag. Put everything in your pockets in it. Let me see your pockets. I put everything in the bag. She said, I'm going to zip the bag up and lock it now. I said, okay. And so then she says, go to desk 2. And I'm at desk 2. And they're like, alright, I need to take a picture of you. They take my picture. It look horrible, by the way. This is my picture, y'all. That's my picture. Focus, damn it. The picture is horrible. It was terrible. My picture was a hot mess. Make sure you look nice because they're going to save these pictures for some. I don't even know what they're going to save it for. I just feel like they're going to save it. Don't ask me why. And they're like, alright, you can go to the number of computer. They have the computers numbered, I guess, for monitoring purposes. I go there, I take the exam, enter my private information, I hit start. I start the exam, I'm like, oh, I don't even know the first question. So I'm like, oh, alright, number 1, I think it's this. Next question. So I'm just piping through the questions, piping through them. I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of questions I don't know. Or at least I thought I didn't know because I was having a brain fart most of the time. I went back. Now this is the national portion. I went back and it was like, oh, okay, that's that. I know it's this one because I believe in myself. Like I got on my side. So I know it's that one. It's this one. It's that one. Jesus, give me a brain to think. And this one. National portion, done. It says, would you like to move to the next section now? Me shaking. I'm like, okay. The state portion, which is the next section, it was quite slim. It wasn't as long as the national portion for obvious reasons. Obviously, it's national versus state. So I'm like, okay, it's pretty slim. I do it. I have a lot of questions written down on paper, and I'm taking a lot of guesses because I'm like, I don't know what this is. I never seen this before. I don't know. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. I did it. It said, congratulations, you passed the national portion. You failed the state portion. Please reschedule another date. I'm like, okay. I walk out. I did kind of like the walk of shame. I walk out the door. It says, go see desk 3. I'm like, all right. Desk 3 hand me a paper that says pass and fail. Now keep those papers that they give you. I'll tell you why later. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Then I go in my car. I'm like, why? I tried to schedule it for the same day. I tried to schedule it for 1 hour from now because I'm like, I know this. I got this. Knowing damn well I didn't know it, and I definitely didn't have it. I scheduled it for the next day because they wouldn't let me schedule that same day. So I went home. I studied everything about PA. And I believe that it was intentional because God wanted me to know stuff about PA in specific in order to be a better agent in the future. So I did it. Scheduled again. Paid another $49 for just the state portion. Went back the next day. Same process. Man didn't know what he was talking about. So I had to walk right upstairs. Walked to desk 1, 2. Went back. Passed using the same methods and techniques that prep agent taught me. Got a thing that says pass. I told the lady I won't be seeing you again, and I'm excited about it. So thank you for listening to my story time of the PA state and national exam. Thanks for watching.